If you've ever lost an hour scrolling without noticing, this wasn't an accident. In 2012, inside a small office in Silicon Valley, an engineer made a tiny change to a line of code. That day, he launched one of the largest behavioral experiments in human history. Before that moment, the internet had an end. You reached the bottom of the page, you stopped, and your brain asked a simple question. Should I continue, or should I go back to my life? That question mattered, because it gave you a choice. But that engineer removed the stopping point, and invented the infinite scroll. At first it looked harmless. No button, no break, just content flowing smoothly downward. Cleaner design, better user experience. But psychologically, something very different was happening. Your brain is wired around completion. Finish the plate, finish the chapter, finish the page. Psychologists call this tendency unit bias. Once we start something, we feel an urge to complete it. Infinite scroll removes the finish line. There is no page to finish, no chapter to close, no signal that says you're done. In a famous study at Cornell University, researchers served soup to participants using a bowl that secretly refilled itself from the bottom. The people eating from this bottomless bowl consumed 73% more soup than normal. None of them reported feeling full, because the signal to stop never arrived. Your phone works the same way. It didn't become addictive. It became bottomless. Every swipe promises a potential reward. Maybe the next post is funny. Maybe it's important. Maybe it changes your mood. Or maybe it's nothing. That uncertainty is critical. It's called a variable reward system, and it's the same mathematical formula casinos use to keep people pulling slot machine levers. You're not scrolling because you're enjoying it. You're scrolling because your brain is waiting for the next hit, the next signal, the next surprise. Since the invention of infinite scroll, the time humans spend on social media has increased by more than 50%. Billions of hours. Not taken by force, not demanded, simply absorbed. All because one small load more button disappeared. So when you ask yourself, why couldn't I stop? Understand this. It's not because your willpower is weak. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're competing against systems engineered by teams of psychologists, data scientists, and machine learning algorithms. Systems that learn your behavior faster than you can notice it. And they don't need to control you. They just need to remove the moment where you could have chosen differently. That's the real design. The most powerful systems don't force you. They remove the moment you could have stopped. When you look around, it feels like everything is built for your convenience. Seamless, frictionless, effortless. But if a product has no end, you're not the customer. You're the fuel. Nothing here is random. These systems weren't found. They were built. Not by accident.